I'm going to make a really fast stir fry using pork mince today. Pork mince is economical, it's really fast to cook, and the texture of this stir fry is really interesting. Now I'm using my large wok here because when I'm cooking for my family and friends, I want a lot. And a large wok is really good too because with a stir fry, it's all about cooking fast and evenly. So a big wok is what you want. Now with the oil, just swirl it all the way around. You can see it's starting to smoke a little bit. That's what you want when you're wok cooking. And now in with the mince. So just roughly break it in your fingers and it cooks so fast. So you do want to have everything else pretty much ready to go. And I'm going to season the pork at this stage with a little bit of 5-spice powder. This is Chinese 5-spice, so a teaspoon of that. And now we can start tossing. Perfect. And then just break it up a little bit with a spoon. And as soon as that pork goes from pink to brown, you can see I'm getting really nice caramelised bits. I'm going to take it out. While that's happening, I can get onto a little bit more prep here. So some ginger, and I like a lot of ginger for this recipe. I'm just going to put 2 piles together and then finely slice this into a julienne. Also, I have 3 cloves of garlic. Again, I'm just going to slice that, and this is going to go into the wok next. Perfect. Now, that is looking spot on. One last toss, and because this is non-stick, it's just going to come out simple as that. Now, I'm going to add the ginger. So scatter that in the pan along with our garlic and give that a quick stir and just let that cook off a little bit just to get that rawness away. Now for the sauce. Into a bowl, I'm going to add some caster sugar and some Shaoxing wine, which is just some Chinese cooking wine. You can also use some sherry if you don't have that. And some chili bean paste, which you can get from all your good grocers. It's used quite a lot in Korean cooking. I love the flavour of it. It's fermented beans with the chili, so it's got a really deep, rich flavour. A little bit of soy sauce, so about 2 tablespoons of soy sauce to start with. You don't need too much sauce for this because you just want it to coat the meat, coat the vegetables and the Hokkien noodles. Last but not least in this sauce, some sesame oil. So about half a teaspoon of sesame oil. And that's the sauce ready to go. And let's have a look at this. Oh, this is looking fantastic now. You can see that it's starting to go golden brown. And I'm going to add some green beans now. I've just taken one side of the bean off and left the little skinny part there because there's no problems with that. I actually like the look of that. In they go. You can cut them in half if you like. And we'll give that a toss. And at this stage, I'm going to add just a little bit of that sesame oil for flavour, just a small amount. And the beans are going to take the longest to cook, so that's why they go in now. And for some mushrooms, shiitake mushrooms. Dried shiitake mushrooms, I find, are essential to have in the pantry, especially when you want to do a fast stir fry like this. You just want to take off that woody part, the stalk there, because that's not very edible. And I've done that for the rest of them. And I've also rehydrated them in some warm water until they're really soft. So squeeze out that excess water, and you can leave them whole, or you can just cut them in half like I'm doing, and then they can go straight into the wok with the other ingredients now. Oh, it's looking good now. Lots of different colours. You can add lots of different vegetables in here, some capsicum, fantastic. I'm now going to add the meat again to finish off the cooking. And you see all those juices? That's flavour. So it all goes in together. And another toss. All right, I think it's time to add our sauce. So the whole lot goes in. Oh, straight away that sauce going in. You can smell that chili. It smells amazing. I'm going to give that another good toss. And now I'm going to add some spring onions. So half a bunch of spring onions. I'm going to leave them in 2 to 3 centimetre battens. A little bit of the green is fine. And I like to leave these to the very last minute when I'm going to now add the noodles. Now my choice of noodles for this stir fry is Hokkien noodles. Hokkien noodles are a round, medium thick, and they're fantastic for absorbing all these flavours in a stir fry. So a big handful can go in. And I like to add a little bit of the liquid from the shiitake mushrooms there. This has a wonderful umami flavour, a savoury flavour. It's also going to help steam those noodles. So a little bit in there, 1 to 2 tablespoons. Last final toss, and this is why I like to do stir fries in the middle of the week, because within 15 minutes, it's all done. This still needs 30 seconds, and my wok has a lid, so I like to put the lid on now and just get that heat into the noodles. So that gives me enough time just to get a bowl ready, and then this is going to be ready. I'm gonna take that lid off now. That sauce is bubbling, I can hear it, so that's good. Done. I'm just going to get some tongs and I'm going to serve this up. Lots of mushrooms for me because they're my favourite, and those beans. And the beans aren't overcooked. We haven't par blanched them. We've put them in when they're raw, so there's still a little bit of crunch. Look at those noodles. Super glossy. Bit more of that pork. There you have it. Dinner. 15 minutes maximum, stir fry with a little bit of difference there using pork mince.